Well, happy Monday morning, ladies and gentlemen. Steve Collins coming to you from cloudy San Antonio, Texas, the second most powerful, passionate, and purposeful coach and speaker in the world. Hope you guys are fired up. You know, I've been awake for several hours already. I don't know if you know that. It's one of my favorite things in the morning is walking past the zombies when I've been killing it since 4 a.m. It's a great feeling. You ought to try it sometime. It's spectacular. Why don't you keep your commitments? Why don't you keep your commitments? Well, research has shown that there are two primary reasons. And first, let us acknowledge one simple truth. If asked, would you like to be independently wealthy? Most people would say, yes. If asked, would you like to be in great shape? Most people would say, but of course. If asked, would you like to enjoy great health and lots of energy? Most people would say, C. If asked, would you like to know that you are growing every day, making a difference every day, and changing for the better every day? Most people would say, oui. Most people would say this because you see, everybody desires about the same things. The challenge that we have is that there is a enormous chasm between what we want and desire and the price we are willing to pay to enjoy the things that we desire. I like what J.J. Watt says. J.J. Watt said, everyone wants to be a beast until it's time to do what beasts do. Everybody wants everything I mentioned before. I can't imagine anybody saying, well, I just absolutely adore poverty. It's spectacular not being able to buy things I desire or help people and, always having to worry about my lights being shut off. It's fabulous. I like that. I've never met anybody. Never. Not a single person. Everybody that I've talked to and everybody that you speak to desires the same things generally. The difference. Why don't you keep your commitments? Research has shown two primary reasons. Reason number one, a lack of resources. Once a person has decided, I think that I definitely want this and I'd like to make a commitment to it, and yes, I'm going to do that. I'm going to start going to the gym. Lack of resources, and I don't mean simply finances. This is not about a gym membership because there are several hundred bodyweight exercises that could be done in a garage depending on how bad you want it. Lack of resources, meaning I don't really know what to do every day. Specifically, I'm not quite sure what the next step is, and then the next step, and then the next step. A lack of resources, number one. And number two, and this is huge, a lack of accountability. You know, it's very easy for most of us to let ourselves down because most of us, if we're honest, have had a habit of letting ourselves down at one time or another, and we've just become used to it because guess what? We show ourselves tremendous grace and forgiveness when we blow it, don't make our commitments, don't follow through, don't do what we say, and just hunker down and suck our thumbs and curl up in the fetal position and pull the covers up over our head. We have tremendous grace for ourselves, but not for others. Not for others. We hold others many times much more accountable to actions and activities and commitments than we hold ourselves to. That's called hypocrisy. When we are setting a standard for others that we ourselves cannot live up to. Why do I grow spiritually every day? Why am I physically committed to health? Why do I work very hard on my marriage? Why do I struggle my butt off with my kids? Why do I work very hard on becoming independently wealthy? Because I intend to be the guy that's doing the stuff that I'm preaching. Know what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying? I intend to be the dude that's doing the stuff that I'm asking others to do and expecting them to do. Speed of the leader, speed of the pack. I'm willing to accept responsibility to go on that path. so that I may have greater influence and intensity. How can I show up intense and bust y'all's chops day after day after day? Because I love y'all and because I'm doing it my damn self. That's the key. Number one, lack of resources. What do I do and how do I do it? And number two, lack of accountability. Who are you communicating with these commitments that you have made? Who have you connected with and told, these are my intentions? Who can you count on? Who can you count on to help you stay accountable to the goals that you have set up for yourself? My buddy John Talley and I wanted to work out years and years and years ago, tried to figure out a way to do it at 5 in the morning. Neither of us wanted to do it on our own. We made an agreement. Let's meet together at the gym at 5 in the morning every morning. And we got together at 5 in the morning every morning. And we had a giant pain lever. And that pain lever was this: whoever doesn't show up and leaves the other dude hanging, that night we'll be buying Ruth's Chris for both of us. And baby, it's gonna be like you're taking your favorite girlfriend out on a date. I ain't ordering a glass of wine, I'm ordering a bottle. And I ain't ordering no barefoot, brother. I'm gonna get some Camus or some Stag's Leap. I am not gonna be buying the little 6-ounce petite. Nah, dog, I'm getting me a 42-ounce porterhouse. And when they say, would you like asparagus? Or would you like potatoes? Or would you like green beans? Or would you like corn? Or would you like Brussels sprouts? My answer is going to be, yes, please. I'm going to order everything. You're going to spend $800 on that dinner. Because I'm going to eat. Then I'm going to eat dessert too. And whatever I can't eat, I'm going to take home. We joked with each other about it a lot. It was a pain lever. Neither of us wanted to spend that kind of money on the other guy. And so we showed up. Accountability, lack of resources. The lack of resource issue is a non-conversation because of Google. Google your cute little butt into knowledge. You can learn what you put your mind to. If it's important enough, you'll figure it out. And number two, find a group of people you can be accountable to. What up, Em? A group of people you can be accountable to, or an individual you can be accountable to. If you're lucky like Emily, you got a twin sister, boom, you got it done. You guys can set it up and work together and make it happen. Push each other. Find a pain lever. Make it happen. 2 reasons you don't keep your commitment. Number 1, you don't know what to do or how to do it next. Learn it on Google, sucker. Number 2, lack of accountability. Tell somebody what you intend to do. Make an agreement. Write it down if you have to. Sign it. And create a lever of pain for when you miss it. And watch yourself succeed. Have a great day, guys.